welcome back to Hannity. Now, tomorrow, Donald Trump will meet with Speaker of the House, Paul Ryan, about uniting the party. But Ryan is not the only Republican who is yet to fully back the presumptive GOP nominee. Here's what some other Republican lawmakers are now saying.
I've disagreed with Mr. Trump, and yet I'm a very outspoken supporter because I know when we put it together, we're going to come together.
I'm going to support the nominee, but there's a difference between support and actively campaigning for somebody.
I've said all along I'm going to get behind the nominee, whoever the nominee is, and now that it's the presumptive nominee is Donald Trump, then I'm getting behind Donald Trump.
I don't want Hillary Clinton to win. Donald Trump is the only other choice on the ballot. I recognize that. I have a pledge to support the nominee on top of it, and I intend to keep it.
Here with reaction, editor-in-chief of LifeZet.com, Fox News contributor Laura Ingraham, and Fox News contributor Herman Cain. All right, Laura, let me start here. This is bigger and broader. This was done consciously by Paul Ryan. On top of that, you have people that broke their pledge, Lindsey Graham, Jeb Bush, for example. Then you got Mitt Romney, Ben Sasse, Bill Kristol. They want a third-party candidate. George Will says Republicans should work to defeat Donald Trump in all 50 states. The only word I can come up with here is just they're trying to sabotage him.
Yeah, I think what we find on my radio show, and I'm sure you find it on your, Sean, is that most folks listening, and there are a lot of people across the country, of course, listening to what we do every day, they really do want America to get better. They know America is in trouble. They know there are lots of really big problems. Some of them seem impossible to solve, but they want them solved. And they want growth to be real. They don't want this ridiculously flatlining GDP. They don't want trade deals that rip America off. They don't want a border that's so porous. And if the Republicans work together, instead of grousing or, you know, holding on to their bitterness or launching personal insults against Trump, if Republicans actually think about what will happen just in the first 100 days of Hillary, and they really focus on that for a moment, lots of good things can actually happen. So I'm cautiously optimistic that a lot of unity will come. I'm pretty optimistic.
You know what bothers me, Herman Cain? The very people that caused the insurgency by being weak, feckless, timid, visionless, oh, now they're going to withhold their support and go against the will of the people. Record numbers of people in the history of Republican primaries. Nobody got more votes than Trump, and we still have all these states to go. What does that say?
What that says is that they are more interested in their egos than this whole ideology. It's not about ideology. It's about egos. And all of the things that Laura articulated, she's exactly right. Here's the other thing. I believe that unity will happen when some of these congressmen and senators realize that Donald Trump at the top of the ticket can be an asset instead of a liability. I don't buy all of this pushback based upon ideology. No, that's not it at all. They are pushing back because they are afraid, and rightly so, that they cannot control Donald Trump, and they're used to controlling the nominee.
You know, all the things that I went over with Newt earlier in the show, Laura, okay, he's going to name conservative justices. He's going to tell you before he even gets elected, if he gets elected. He's going to build the wall. He's going to take care of vets. He's going to build up the military. He wants to balance the budget. He wants health care savings accounts. He wants energy independence and education to the states. Who in the Republican Party is opposing that?
Well, I don't know that any of the people withholding their support would oppose any of that. I mean, maybe they don't like what he says on trade. I guess they think trade's working out really well for the average American, which it's obviously not. And they think open borders are, you know, that's not a priority for them. They just want to bring more, you know, foreign workers into the country and maybe move quickly on amnesty. But he's not going to do that. And that's not where the country is, at least in terms of the Republican Party. Most people believe that America is a special place. It's an idea that we should preserve. American exceptionalism is different from British exceptionalism or Greek exceptionalism. No offense to either country, but we do believe we're special. But you know, if you're going to watch Hillary become president, you have to know that you're going to further degrade the idea of American sovereignty and independence. You're going to degrade it.
Is Donald Trump going to beat her? Every indication is she is such a weak candidate. She's definitely beatable.
I think Trump has really in a very strong position right now. All these people saying he's going to lose all these states, all the women are going to vote against him. These are all the people who said he was going to quit after Iowa, that he peaked in February. So all of these commentators making these points, I'm sorry, I don't want to dwell on the never Trumpers, but most of them have been wrong for not just this year. They've been wrong for years, okay? And they don't get what's happening in the country.
And by the way,
I'm really beyond them. I'm moved beyond them. I'm on to the general election. I want to beat Hillary.
I agree with you. I'll move beyond them, too. All right.
Yeah.
Will he win? Herman Cain.
Yes, I believe Trump can win the nomination, which he's close to doing based upon the most recent primary results, and he can beat Hillary Clinton. This is the soundbite that the liberal media and some anti-Trump people are putting out there. He can't beat Hillary. That's not true. When Trump declared his presidency, they didn't think he could win. So now they're in a state of shock. He's winning, and he's going to be the nominee.
And he beat a stronger
I don't believe
field
all of these polls
than anybody Hillary had. But all right, guys, I got to roll. Always good to see you both. And you're both coming to the convention, which means dinner is on Laura every night.
Oh,
so.
no. I'll play you in
on
tennis,
you,
Sean. We'll play in
Sean.
All right, it's on me. It's on
game
me. I don't care.
You're buying.
Okay.
Okay.